Hi, today's question comes from a young man in his early 30s who wants to know something super important. How can I boost my testosterone naturally? Such a critical question. Now, we all know the more testosterone, the better sex drive and libido you have, but it is so important on so many other levels. Increase muscle mass, increase bone density, decrease body fat. It's good for your heart, good for muscle repair. Its effect, when you have low testosterone, your body's affected on such a broad scale. It really impacts your health on a daily basis. Even your mood and your ability to concentrate gets affected if your testosterone levels aren't at an optimal level. So, how can you boost testosterone naturally? I have 11 things that you could start implementing naturally that you can implement tomorrow and start boosting your testosterone production immediately. Now, he also asked one little side question, so we'll get to that in a second. He wants to know about new Genex. He's been taking it for about a year and wants to know if that's a good formula to help his testosterone production. Here's the thing. I do not like new Genex. It does have zinc, which we'll get to in a minute, but it only has 1 milligram, so it really doesn't do the job. You need more than that. Number two is, it's based on a product called Fenugreek. Now, Fenugreek is a great herb. I've recommended it to my patients for years, and it's really great for women who just gave birth and need to increase their milk production, and it's great for people who have blood sugar issues. So if you're a type 2 diabetic out there, Fenugreek is really a great herb for you. But if you're not a type 2 diabetic and your sugar levels are balanced, you're not a new mother, I don't really recommend Fenugreek for you. And it's definitely not my number one or even my top 11 things that I would do to naturally increase testosterone production. So here are the 11 things that I recommend to naturally boost testosterone. Number one, zinc. I just said it before, Genex does have zinc, but it's only 1 milligram. You need at least 15 milligrams, and make sure the chelate, what this zinc is bound to, is a good bioavailable form. The number one form that I like is zinc orotate. That is really easily utilized by the body, and it gets the zinc to the tissues where they need it the most. So zinc orotate, about 15 milligrams a day. That's a great way to naturally boost testosterone. Number two, vitamin D. Vitamin D is critical for testosterone production, and it's an epidemic basically in how many people are actually low in their vitamin D levels. Make sure you get somewhere between 1 and 5,000 IUs of vitamin D a day. If you have the opportunity to get a blood test to evaluate where your levels are, that's amazing. And if you don't, at least start at 1,000 IUs a day. And if you live in the Northeast, where it's wintertime now or fall time, make sure, and the sun's going down and you're not getting the opportunity to be in the sunlight as much, definitely get up to about 5,000 IUs a day. Number three, you need fat to make testosterone. Now, if you're on a ketogenic diet, I'm sure you're getting plenty of fat, but you definitely need good fats to make testosterone. So get your omega-3 fats, either fish like wild-caught salmon or a good fish oil that's been molecularly distilled so there's no PCBs or mercury in there. You could do walnuts, ground flaxseed. Make sure you're getting your monosaturated fats as in olive oil and avocados, and make sure you're getting some good saturated fats like coconut oil. But you definitely need fat to make testosterone. Number four, you definitely also need branched-chain amino acids. Now, those are best taken post-workout, but the branched-chain aminos, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, are 3 amino acids that really help increase testosterone production, especially when you're exercising. Which brings me to number 5. Exercise boosts testosterone. Now, here's the conundrum. Your energy's low when you have low T, you're not feeling great, and so you don't want to go to the gym. But if you can get up and get to that gym 3 days a week even, 30 to 60 minutes and do some resistance training, that has been shown to actually boost testosterone production. And then, as you start feeling a little bit more energy and feeling stronger, you could work your way up to maybe 5 days a week at the gym and really start helping your body feel at its best. All right. Number 6, the thing that goes without, one of the things that help boost testosterone that people don't think about is making sure that you decrease DHT. Now, when you have testosterone, as we get older, testosterone gets converted into something called dihydroxytestosterone. Now, dihydroxytestosterone has a negative impact on our body, has a negative impact on your prostate gland, and has a negative impact on your hair follicles. So, you want to make sure that the DHT goes down. Now, testosterone gets converted to DHT by an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. So anything that decreases 5-alpha reductase can help keep testosterone levels at an optimal level and reduce this bad DHT. The 2 things that I love for that are DIM, diindole methane, but you don't have to remember that, just remember DIM, and saw palmetto. Those 2 herbs are great at helping with keeping the DHT down and the testosterone up. Now, diindole methane, DIM, comes from cruciferous vegetables, kale, broccoli, cabbage, those types of things. So if you're eating lots of those foods, amazing at help boosting testosterone by keeping that DHT lower. Just make sure, though, to either steam or cook them because they're goitrogens and can have a negative impact on your thyroid if you're eating them raw. All right, number 7. I love sleep. Now, sleep is one of the number 1 ways to help boost testosterone because if you're not getting good night's sleep, you're not allowing your body to repair, you're not allowing your endocrine system to function at its best, and your testosterone levels are going to take a hit. So make sure you're getting a good night's sleep. Now, I formed a cortisol-lowering adrenal support formula to help people get a great night's sleep called Relax, and it's been really working wonders for a lot of athletes out there. But there's other things to help you get a great night's sleep. Shut off your computer, your laptop, your cell phone at least a couple hours before bed. That shuts down what's called blue light. Blue light totally causes problems with your sleep because it inhibits natural melatonin production. So get rid of all the phones and the computers and all that stuff a couple hours before bed. Make sure you're not having any coffee after 12 o'clock in the afternoon or any caffeine because that can impact your sleep. So make sure you're doing some things to naturally help you get a great night's sleep to help your testosterone production. The next thing is stress. Stress is a major testosterone killer. The stress hormone cortisol totally shuts down DHEA production, and that has a real negative impact on testosterone production. Lower stress through getting those cortisol levels down and helping relax the body. Again, as I mentioned, my Relax formula is great because I have 2 really wonderful herbs, magnolia and holy basil, that drive that cortisol down. But I also recommend meditation, and you could do deep breathing, things like that to help stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, lower cortisol, relax your body, and allow your body then to start making testosterone at its optimal levels. All right? The next thing that I recommend, which is really great, is intermittent fasting. Now, intermittent fasting is not for everybody, but it has been shown to dramatically improve testosterone production. So, the way you do it is if you stop eating around 7, 8 o'clock at night, wait about 12 to 16 hours to eat again. That's it. And you can have like a green veggie smoothie in the morning. It's just not a big meal. So if you eat at 7 o'clock, wait till maybe 11 o'clock the next day, and then you're rocking and rolling. Intermittent fasting has been shown with exercise to dramatically boost testosterone production. The next thing I recommend is supporting the adrenal glands, because the adrenal glands are critical at helping make testosterone production. The adrenal glands make DHEA, and then DHEA is a big factor in testosterone, in making testosterone. So here's a couple things that I love for adrenal health. I love ginseng, and I love ashwagandha. Ginseng and ashwagandha are wonderful at boosting adrenal health, and the healthier your adrenal glands are, the better your testosterone production. And number 11, finally, is liver health. The liver is great at breaking down toxins. It's also very important at how our hormones and our endocrine system functions. So a couple things for liver health are dandelion and milk thistle. There's 11 things for you to help naturally boost your testosterone. All have been proven to actually increase testosterone production, and they're really easily put together in a nice system. So put those things together. Don't worry about the new Genex, and you will start rocking and rolling again with a healthier testosterone level. I hope this answers your question. Obviously, if you have more questions, feel free to give me a shout out, and I hope you have an amazing day.